techniques, Paramhansa Yogananda. And I wanted to also offer a little reading from Affirmations for Self-Healing by Swami Kriyananda, the founder of Ananda. Today's topic and theme of our meditation I found inspiring, especially right now in springtime here in North America as it approaches in a few days and we unthaw from winter. I always find this time of year, well, it's rather joyful as we come out of winter and things start to grow and our enthusiasm for being outdoors even more starts to grow. And so I was thinking about the willingness and willpower of the seasons. And as we break into spring, the seeds in the ground have this willing enthusiasm and willpower to just do their thing and to sprout, and to start to grow. So here we are seeing all these things in nature that bring us out of maybe what it might have been a difficult winter here. So anyway, I wanted to read a little bit about the quality of willpower and how we can use that to our benefit in meditation and life, of course, too, but particularly in meditation. Okay, so willpower. Willpower is the secret of true achievement. Willpower on subtle energy levels generate what only looks like luck by magnetical attracting to us opportunities. Our will is strengthened by removing from our minds the no-saying tendencies, the obstructions of doubt, of laziness, and of fear, yes, even fear of success. Willpower is developed by persevering to the conclusion of whatever one attempts. One should start first with little undertakings and then proceed to bigger ones. Infinite willpower comes from harnessing the little human will to God's infinite, all-powerful consciousness. It was that last little part in particular that I wanted to focus on today, is attaching ourselves, harnessing ourselves to God's all-powerful consciousness. And so that's what we're practicing in meditation. So with that in mind, and Yogananda used to say, clinging to God or the infinite spirit, however you tune into the universe, as maybe Divine Mother and a child hanging onto the hem of her skirt. I like that image too sometimes when I meditate. Or of the universe as a beautiful rock and you're holding on to it. So there we go. We're going to expand into the infinite spirit's consciousness. But let's first make sure the body is comfortable. So closing your eyes, take a moment to just quickly scan the body. Joyfully, willingly. Putting your concentration and just make sure that primarily your torso is comfortable. You may have to sit on a pillow or a blanket to lift the hips up a little bit. That's the trick to making the back happy. Sometimes the shoulders get scrunched or they're tired. That's okay. You can just grab yourself a blanket or a pillow, put it on your lap, and then put your hands upright, your palms upright on top of that. That just gives the shoulders a little support. So with the eyes closed and the body settling in, do a couple things just to get centered and relieve any little lingering tension in the body. Double inhale through the nose and then tense every body cell, every little bit from head to toes, vibrating with energy, and then exhale through your mouth, relax every body cell. Yogananda used to say your body should be jelly-like, so trying to move into our meditation nice and relaxed in the physical form. Let's try that a couple more times. Double inhale, tense the whole body. Squeezing everything, putting your whole body in your awareness. Exhale, relaxing. One more time, double inhale. tensing the whole body. And exhale, relax. Just noticing what you feel. It could be a wonderful tool to use throughout the day for a little refresh. And let's just start to draw our awareness to the target of our meditation by just drawing the shoulder blades toward each other a little bit. You're tensing the shoulders and relaxing them. Do that 2 more times. Draw the shoulder blades toward each other and relax. 1 more time. Awakening the heart. Good morning, heart. All those qualities of the heart start to work its way up to the brain. Willpower rising up. And then tensing and relaxing the throat. A couple times you can swallow or just try to tense the muscles on the front of the throat. Being sure to relax and enjoy. And making sure the throat's relaxed, the jaw's relaxed. Moving up that highway. Willpower, willingness up to the brain, or targeting the front part of the brain. Where all higher reasoning, all intuition is seated. That point between your eyebrows, you can even put your finger there. Just for a reference point, or even better, you can start to squeeze the eyebrows toward each other and relax them. This is where we want to try to stay focused, willingly, joyfully, as we practice. And sometimes the mind might wander, but we bring it right back, willingly. Swami says that the more willpower you put into things, it becomes magnetic, and you're drawn there. So in meditation, we're practicing focusing, concentrating, keeping the body calm. But the point between your eyebrow becomes a magnet, and it just becomes, well, for the most part, easier as the more we practice. So having the willpower, even when you're like, well, I don't want to meditate. So just try it for a few minutes and see. We can reach out to God's consciousness and start watching the breath. Body is relaxed, and now we can bring all of our awareness to the breath. Watching it flow. Waves on an ocean. We're not controlling it, just watching it. And then slowly start to make your breath deeper. It's good to find 3 parts of your breath. Just that on the inhale, the belly expands first, the rib cage widens, and then feel a nice lift around the heart, the shoulder blades, the front of the shoulders. And then exhale, following that wave back down the torso, wave of relaxation on the exhale. Try that a few times, following the pace of your breath, but increasingly making that breath deeper, smoother with every Just a full yogic breath using your diaphragm, drawing in that willpower and energy into the body, into the mind. And then there's a wonderfully simple but powerful pranayama, breath control practice we can practice. And I recommend that you do a few rounds before you get into deeper techniques of meditation. Just helps calm the mind and the body. It's called measured breathing or even count pranayama. And we're just going to add a count to the breath. And we're going to hold the breath if that's appropriate for you and doesn't cause any strain. And then exhale. So I'll keep count for us. Let's gather up on the inhale, focusing at the point between the eyebrows. And then inhaling through your nose. Nice, smooth, deep breath. Use your 3 parts of your breath. Belly, rib cage, collarbones, pausing. Never straining here, so if I'm holding too long, feel free to adjust. And then exhale through the nose. Let's do 2 more rounds. Inhaling into the flow of the breath. Keep your focus at the forehead. Holding the breath. Just pausing and expanding. See the breath expanding up in the lungs, through the expanded throat, into the brain. Rays of sunshine. Exhale. All the way to the bottom of the exhale. Inhaling. Pausing. Focus on the forehead. Exhale. And then the bottom of the exhale, just go back to watching the breath, noticing it, not controlling it. And as you notice the breath, just noticing first how it feels in the body. It comes into the lungs, and just like we have been noticing the flow of the breath, but not controlling it. Rib cage widens and then it relaxes. Trying to tune in to the breath as energy. The more energy we have, the greater our willpower. And then start to bring your awareness up to the nose, where the breath enters the body. Tip of the nose, follow that air as it comes up the nostrils, goes by the point between your eyebrows as it then passes into the body. So see if you can just focus on the feeling in your nostrils. noticing that you can just relax the face, the nose, focus more calmly, more joyful willpower at the point between your eyebrows. And then sometimes the mind will wander off and we'll work with that just fine. That's just how we're built. And so what we're practicing is keeping the mind focused, using a technique, adding a mantra to the breath as we watch it. Willingly bringing the mind to focus, concentrating on the breath. With every inhale, saying to yourself, I am. And every exhale, saying to yourself, peace. I am peace. Using that tool to give the mind a job. Willingly practicing together here in silence, just for a few minutes. I am peace. Now let's transition into letting go of all techniques, moving into just being. Take a double inhale through the nose and lightly tense the body just a little bit. And exhale through the mouth. I'm planting your consciousness, your awareness, firmly at the point between the eyebrows. Tuning into God's consciousness from that point. Taking these words from Swami Kriyananda, and the quality of willpower, to the rest of our meditation. Infinite willpower comes from harnessing the little human will to God's infinite, all-powerful consciousness. Let's stay here in silence, tuning into God's consciousness, vastness, and the spiritual eye from the point between your eyebrows. And as that awakening light within you and around you, soaring and expanding into God's consciousness. Let's just practice here together in silence for a few minutes. Slowly start to increase your breath. As if you're drawing God's consciousness into the brain. Filling you with joy and willpower. Filling the heart with kindness. And taking this affirmation on willpower from affirmations from self-healing into your day. And mentally repeat this with me if you feel to. My will is to do that which is right to do. Part all you mountains that stand in my way. Nothing can stop my progress. Moving into nothing can stop your progress to the infinite. Taking that into your day, into your duties, to your responsibilities, and holding on to it throughout the day. Another group meditation live streamed on Sunday at 9 a.m. You can also join us at the Blue Lotus Temple in Bethel on Sundays. In person, we have some seating inside the temple available, and we'll also be live streaming another guided meditation on Monday morning at 8 a.m. with Jacob. So, a great weekend.